Hello everybody! Good evening and welcome to your weekly cup of GameTea. I was going to say dose then. But if you're dosing yourself with tea, then, well, the situation's really dire in that case.
There might be a problem.
There is a problem. It's a very British problem if you're needing to dose yourself with a medicinal tea. How is everybody this week? It's been quite the week, hasn't it? We have been so busy. There is no rest for the wicked. Do you know that? I've been working so hard. And a woman's work is never done.
No.
So, as a wicked woman, you know, I'm really feeling the strain at the moment. Now, we're serving looks tonight, aren't we? I'm serving Business Elf.
You may have a problem with the stream.
Oh dear.
Hold on.
Oh dear.
Apparently it's settled. We had a really bad frame break.
Oh, okay.
But, apparently it's settled now.
Right. Well done, Crumpets. Yeah, keep us informed of any sort of technical issue like that. Thank you very much. So who have we got in the stream tonight? Kiltia. Hi, Kiltia. Magical Hannah, lovely to see you, darling. And we've got our wonderful moderators. Heggers, hello.
Dr. Brace is here as well.
Dr. Bray's here. And Dutch Barracuda, our artificer. Good evening to everybody.
Yes,
It's
hello.
lovely to see you. It really, really is. So we've got a fun-packed stream ahead of you tonight. There's lots and lots to talk about, lots to cover. We've got some really interesting things, actually, because we are, this week, revealing our Kickstarter Magnificent Spell Circles. Oh yes, if you backed the Kickstarter, if you backed Magnificent Maps, then this is going to be coming your way completely for free. It's an add-on that was unlocked as part of a stretch goal. So stay tuned for that. We've got prizes, of course. We've got puzzles. Yes, absolutely, they're coming up. And we've got some product showcases as well. We've also got a little bit of a theme, haven't we?
We have. We have. Dragons.
Yes, and you are wearing your dragon scale.
I am.
Nails.
Dragon scale nails, and I don't know whether you guys can see it, but I've got dragon glitter on.
Yeah. You can see it. It looks lovely. Like I say, serving the looks. Business elf and casual dragon. Yeah.
Casual dragon.
Leah says she's loving the new emotes. Yeah,
they are great.
They're nice.
They are
Roxy's
great.
been working very, very hard on those to fill up the nails and eyes, says Magical Hannah.
Thank you.
Right, okay, yes. So this week's theme is going to be dragons.
Dragons.
Now, as you know, like it's such a wide subject. Where do you even begin? Because dragons are almost a human experience, aren't they? They are well known throughout the world. Quite similar legends in Britain and Europe, and then of course further afield in America, China
and Japan as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everywhere.
Really, from opposite sides of the globe to one to the other.
Yeah.
The history of dragons, right back. You're talking Mesopotamia.
There's so many myths, legends and tales and stories.
There is. Which is why really they still inspire us as narrative makers, even to this very day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah. But really, when you're talking about dragons, there is a commonality, actually, depending on, regardless rather of which culture you're talking about, there is generally an association with the elements.
Yes, there is.
So air,
Water,
earth, fire. Yeah, absolutely. There is an elemental association with dragons. And that is almost universal.
Yes.
Really, what they tend to represent is places in the wilderness that cannot be accessed. Untamed natural forces, you know.
Deserts, ice fields.
Think about where you would situate a dragon's lair.
Mountains.
Yeah, and then you'll see the parallels between that and the untamed elements.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, so many dragons, so many elements.
Yeah. Or even no elements, because we could be talking Minecraft and the end.
We could,
couldn't we?
yes, the end dragon.
Yeah, actually, in China, it's an interesting one. They're thought to represent the forces of the earth running from direction to direction. And it's that which must be adhered to in principles of feng shui.
Yes.
Yeah. And actually...
I tried practising feng shui once.
Oh, really? How did that go?
Not very well. I read a book and I looked at it, I was like, I couldn't wrap my head around it.
It was very much a 90s thing, wasn't it?
It
sort of
was,
a changing
yeah.
rooms kind of trend in this country.
You remember that programme?
I do.
Oh,
Darling, Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen is my North Star.
I did not know that. That's new information.
Really? You couldn't tell. Right, hello everybody in the chat. Lemon Knights, hi. Ooh. Rosie, hello. How are you, darling? Good to see you back. Hega said, funnily enough, I had a board game arrive yesterday called Here Be Dragons.
Oh, yeah. Sounds interesting.
Yes.
I may have to give that one a Google.
Now, I know that you are a big fan of Wales.
Oh, I love Wales.
Yeah.
It's my second home.
Yeah, which is why I thought I'd talk to you about the Welsh flag.
Right. Don't ask me about trivia about Wales.
Oh,
I know, I'm really bad. No, I absolutely love Wales and I absolutely love the Welsh flag.
Yeah.
It's just
it's
iconic.
Kind of a spiritual
You
home
don't
for
find...
you, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You don't find a dragon on another flag.
That's absolutely true.
At all.
And do you know why the Welsh flag has a red dragon on it? For anybody who's not familiar, who maybe lives further afield or won't recognise the Welsh flag, it is a red dragon.
And a green and white background.
Absolutely it is.
It's got something to do with King Arthur,
It
hasn't it?
does.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Well done. So there's a bit of a legend concerning the dragon on the flag.
Yes. Well, speaking of Wales and King Arthur, while I was away, here in the UK, we obviously had our half term recently. I actually visited the lake that is said to house the Lady of the Lake and Excalibur.
Oh, fantastic.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Plate.
I don't know, where have you put it? There it is.
We can't talk about that without getting
No.
the plate out.
Yes, no, it's said that the Lady of the Lake and Excalibur still reside at the bottom of this crystal clear lake that's high up in the mountains.
Fascinating. Love it. The hilt that can seduce men. Bedivere, his knight, really struggled to throw the sword back into the lake as King Arthur lay dying. Anyway,
let's go back to dragons.
We're tangenting again, aren't we?
Yes.
King Vortigern of the Welsh. He spots a beautiful mountain, precipitous mountain, and he decides that is where he's going to situate his fortifications, his main castle. But there's just one problem. His workers are toiling night and day to try and build the foundations of this castle on this high, bleak place. Every morning they return to find the foundations have been completely smashed, rendered to nothing, rendered to dust. It's almost...
heartbreaking.
Yes, it's the myth of Sisyphus. It's a pointless toil day on day. And eventually the king consults his sorcerers and his sorceresses. And he says, how do I solve this problem? And they say, well, what you have to do is you'll have to get the blood of a child who has a mother of this world and a father of the other world. Do you know who that could be?
No.
Merlin.
He always plays a part in something, doesn't it?
Merlin Emrys, the child's name is when he is found. And he becomes the great Merlin, of course. But Merlin Emrys tells them the reason that the foundations will not settle is because beneath the mountain are two dragons.
Right.
This may seem familiar to you. Does it sound familiar?
It's ringing bells. It's ringing bells.
And so, on the king's bidding, they dig downwards, and beneath the mountain, they find the lake, and in the lake, they find the red dragon and the white dragon. Right. Woken from their slumber, they set about one another, voraciously, viciously tearing a battle for the ages. And eventually, the red dragon triumphs, and the white dragon flees. And that is why the flag of Wales has the red dragon, because the red dragon returned under the castle foundations, there to slumber for the rest of time.
Mm.
And there you go.
I've potentially walked over a red dragon. Potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Don't say that in D&D, will you?
Oh,
We don't
no.
like red dragons in
no.
D&D.
No,
We
no, no,
really,
no,
really
no.
don't.
Not at the
So-
moment, anyway.
My first question for you and my first question for chat is this then.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favourite dragon?
Leviathan.
Easy.
It's a Final Fantasy reference. It's anybody that knows me, like I said last week, Final Fantasy 7, Leviathan. Or, actually, no. There's Bahamut as well.
Yes.
Bahamut.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Particularly the advanced forms.
I don't know, the original Bahamut in Final Fantasy 7 was spot on.
Yes, but there were 3, darling.
There was Bahamut, Neo Bahamut.
Walnut Zero.
Oh, yeah.
I loved him. Space
He was-
dragons.
he was
what's not to
good.
love?
He was good, but nothing compares to the original Bahamut. The first ever dragon summon you get, Bahamut.
Rose says Tiamat. Easy. That's the D&D version of Tiamat,
Yes.
I assume.
It's gotta
It does
be.
occur in D&D as well.
Bahamut does.
Yeah. And Tiamat.
I don't have any of the dragon books, so I may have to purchase, I think.
Barmut Sin from Advent Children.
Yes.
Great character design.
Yes.
Crumpets has a correction for you, darling.
Oh, okay.
I would have to say Leviathan is not a dragon.
Oh,
Sorry.
I always thought he was a dragon.
So did I, actually.
Because don't they class Leviathan in Chinese culture as a dragon?
I believe it's biblical, actually.
Oh, is it? I apologise. I am
Nobody
sorry.
Nobody is saying Spyro. No, that's a shame.
That is a shame. I was playing that
And
this morning,
nobody
actually.
is giving us the Pokemon dragons as well.
No.
Of which, probably Dragon Knight or Dragon Air. I like Dragon Air. Dragon Air has a grace.
Isn't Lugia classed as a dragon, though?
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
Charizard is not classed as a dragon, as Ash corrects in one of the series. He's not a dragon, he's a fire type.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember which Pokemon. I'm out of touch with Pokemon, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
I would have gone with Spyro for games, as it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the games that I
yeah,
played.
yeah.
But for TV, it had to be Drogon from Game of Thrones.
Oh, Drogon.
yeah.
Yeah. Smaug.
Smile.
Classic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can't really mention dragons without mentioning
No.
Smaug, can you?
No.
Spyro is a cute dragon, says Leo. Parthenax. Yeah, really interesting inclusion in Skyrim, actually, of a peace-loving ancient dragon.
And that's really not heard of when it comes to dragons anyway. Especially ancient
Kiltia
ones.
says, I love the dragon forms from Breath of Fire series, especially the ones from Breath of Fire 3. Not a series I'm familiar with,
No,
actually.
I know I've seen it, but I've not played it. There's so many games.
Magical Hannah says, does Haku from Spirited Away count? Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, I can't.
They have a stage production of that now, which I would love to go and see. Dr. Hobo, hi Dr. Hobo, nice to see you in the chat. Tiamat, that's a couple of votes for Tiamat.
Yeah.
actually.
Well, she is the ultimate dragon. Dragon with 3 heads.
Oh, Brum Polar Bears, lovely to see you, darling. Azzy Mondius from the Dragon Prince as well. Yeah, that's a series that comes up quite often, actually, and it's a series that I've never watched.
It's
but
on Netflix,
everybody
isn't
recommends it to me, so yeah, must be worth a watch, most
gotta be.
definitely.
It's got to be.
I think for me, actually, it probably is the Ender Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when you're talking about emergent gameplay,
Oh, yeah.
it's nice to have an end,
Yes.
and which is exactly what the Ender Dragon is, and what the Ender Dragon represents.
Exactly.
But also, the first time that you defeat the Ender Dragon, it's actually very, very profound. The first time I beat Minecraft, I was sitting there, tears streaming,
Oh, no.
sobbing into my blanket. Yeah, because it's very, very profound, actually. And you've completed Minecraft, haven't you? You didn't cry, did you?
No.
Am I the only person in the world that cried at the end of Minecraft?
Maybe. I didn't, no.
Well, it's all about the philosophical
never-
questions,
I've
the
never-
mysteries of life, darling.
Yeah. I've never completed it on my own.
Right.
I've done it in groups.
Yes.
On
Yeah.
one of the servers I'm on, we did it in a group.
Yeah. Yeah.
I must...
Yeah. We did it.
Yeah, we did it as a group as well, yeah.
We did it. Yeah.
But no,
it's a nice
I must,
bonding
I must go and
experience,
do it
isn't
on my own.
Very difficult. Very difficult.
Netherite armour.
Haha,
Infinity.
I'm not alone, because Magical Hannah cried when she beat Minecraft.
Oh, good. No,
Yes,
No.
and the universe said, I love you, thank you, I'm not alone. See?
I did say thank you in the credits though as well, and that they saw us and stuff.
Everybody thought I was weird, but I've been vindicated.
I don't think you're weird. Where did that come from?
Leo says, my favourite dragons are all from Final Fantasy XIV, Barmut, Vitra, Tiamat. Oh, don't, darling, as if I'm going to pronounce that.
No, I can't even pronounce that.
We'll go with actually, that's a good one. The Midgar Zolom. Does that count? That's an interesting
snake.
scene.
That's a snake.
Yes, but serpents, snakes, they're all associated with dragons, aren't they, ultimately?
Well, what's
Wyvern.
Leviathan then?
Well, I don't know. Crumpet said you were wrong.
I know. Does Leviathan class as a snake?
I think so. Right.
I don't know.
We've got some things to show you, haven't we?
Yes. What am I showing first?
Well, actually, first of all, I was going to start off by showing some of the commissions that I've been working on this week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm so glad that Magical Hannah is in the chat because we have her beautiful Minor Hustle. Rox, can we see that pic?
We have Minor Hustle on the screen.
Yeah, I couldn't fit all of the maps on actually, but the Minor Hustle was a delight to work on because you know I'm a bit of a navy girl, aren't I, darling?
Yes, she is.
Take me to Greenwich for my birthday.
It's too late. I can't get down there in time. Come on.
No.
We will. We'll go one
Somebody
day.
Please take me
We
to
will.
Portsmouth.
What do you want to do
I'd
there?
really love to go. Because of HMS Victory, darling.
Oh, is it? Oh,
You know
yes.
I'm a warlock of Nelson, don't you?
Yes,
Yes.
dear. I'll take
How
you
could I
one
allow you
day.
to
One
forget
day.
that? Yeah, so I've been working on some really interesting commissions this week. This, again, is from our Kickstarter. This is from Magnificent Maps. And this is Hannah's ship, the Minor Hustle.
It's beautiful.
These are three of the maps that I created. And I think the most fun part of this was most definitely hearing about the individual officers / crew that are sleeping in the officers' berths and officers' quarters. They could not be more disparate.
Is this for Magical Hannah's campaign that she's doing, or?
I don't believe it's the campaign that you DM, is it, Hannah? I think this is the campaign that she might be playing. But yeah, it's always really good and fun to just indulge in other people's adventures. Because one of the questions that I asked her was, do you have anything that defines sort of communal spirit of adventure? Anything that will remind you in a pleasant way of the adventures that you've undertaken as a group? And she said, yes, Minotaur skull, a statue of a sea dragon, an icicle trophy, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Ball bearings.
Ball bearings. But
And
okay.
bubble tea.
Oh, bubble tea. Yeah, okay. Ball bearings. Oh, she's the captain. Oh.
Nice.
The ball bearings confuse me.
The ball bearings have no explanation. The others couldn't stop talking about the ball bearings. The things I do for my commissioners, eh? And we've also got another one that I've been working on this week. Now, if you did back the campaign, you can download this one for free. All you need to do is go onto our Kickstarter page, check the updates, and you'll see the Church of Evil. Go ahead and download that. Use the discount code and you'll be able to download it completely for free. If you don't, and if you didn't back the Kickstarter, you can download this 2-level map for 99 pence. Yeah, we've got some interesting ideas going on here. This is by a commissioner called Christina. She came up with the concept, and the concept was that you would walk into this chapel. It was seemingly sort of on the surface, all above board, perhaps suspiciously quiet, perhaps suspiciously empty, but beneath the church, things have gone on, darling.
Ooh.
Things have gone
dear.
on. Yeah, it's not called the Church of Evil for no reason.
No.
So
the name says it all.
under the church, we've got the crypt, and in the crypt, now Christina was not specific about what the evil should be, only that the priest would be continuing to feed the needy with human sacrifices.
Oh, no.
So it's all gone a little bit bloody.
It's ominous.
I know.
But that's cool, though. They are cool.
I love it. You could really put a lot of things in this. So you could go for the necromancer, you could go for the twisted priest, you could go for the sort of warped harvest festival.
Yeah.
Demon summoning rituals, all very easily incorporated into a map like this.
No, they look really, really...
Yeah, maybe throw in a couple of shadows, even a vampire.
Zombies.
It would be very good for Ravencroft. Like I say, if you've backed the Kickstarter, go download it. It's completely free.
Meaty.
Arawara, meaty. Yeah, give that commission to the vegetarian, right? And Dylan Wizard says, are we the baddies? Yeah. Great reference. I like it. That's number wang.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, so that's what I've been working on this week. Now, Lucy was going to join us to show us some 3D sculptures that she's been working on this week. Unfortunately, she's got a terrible migraine, so she's not been able to make it. So thank you for stepping in.
That's all right.
Like I say, you are the Gametee unicorn. You are always where you are most needed
Yes.
and least expected. Right, I think it's time for our first puzzle. Actually, our only puzzle.
Oh.
It's puzzle o'clock.
Be nice to her this week. Please. We don't want an unhappy DM this week.
If that happens again, I'm going to riot. That microphone's going out the window, darling.
No.
The goblins are going. They're going out the window.
No.
Okay, let me explain the puzzle. The puzzle is called Halved. And this naughty little wyvern that you can see here has rendered asunder a group of words. So these are compound words. That means that they are one half of the word, another half of the word. You put them together, they form a whole word. The example is dragonfly, so that would be dragon, and fly, the compound word, is dragonfly. And we're looking for 5 words. Okay? So there's 10 pairs there, which will make 5 words in total. The first person to get the 5 words will win a gift voucher. So there's everything to play for.
Got 2.
No, slow down. Don't. Now, as you know, last week I was completely humiliated when my puzzle was guessed within, I would say, 2.5 seconds. And, well...
They were quite quiet for the first one last time, though.
Yes, I foxed them for the first one.
Yeah, they got it in the end, though.
You notice how they all go very, very quiet now?
Yes.
We know what you're up
trend.
to, chat.
It's a trend.
Yeah, they all go quiet. And look,
I've got 2.
Nobody helps each other, do they? Oh,
No, I don't think I've got...
naughty.
I've got 1.
You've got 1.
I've got 1.
Okay, so we're working on putting those words together to form 5
I don't know whether it's
words,
right.
5 complete words. And they must be real words as well. I will just specify that.
This one word is a real word. Oh. She's done it.
Oh,
She's done it.
Oh, congratulations, Kilty. I think that's your first one, isn't it? Very timely, very, very timely
Well
fashion.
done.
It's about time, yeah.
See, the one that I did get, it is there. I got counterpart.
Oh, and Brum Polar Bears just in the pip to the post, darling. And Dylan Wizard also pip to the post. Yeah, I thought I'd add in some tricky ones. Gladden and Portend. You know, quite tricky little words there. So that's my compound word puzzle. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Well done, Kiltia.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very good puzzler herself. So bound to win it one of these weeks. Yeah, okay, a voucher will be coming your way, darling. Well done. I feel like that was a bit fast. I mean, all power to you, Kiltia, but
we're going to get it this week.
I'm going to have to... Yeah, it's my week, isn't it?
Damn it.
The punishment will occur on Friday night.
No.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
I'm sure.
We will.
Yeah. Pray for them, chat.
We'll be fine. It'll be fine. I hate it when she laughs like that because you know it's trouble.
Right, okay, then. Another question for yourself and for chat, since they've absolutely blazed through my puzzle again. Honestly, next week. Next week I'm going to get you one.
Yeah.
This is not acceptable.
Oh dear.
Oh, come on, it's 1 versus 25. Right. Now, as you know, particularly in D&D and tabletop RPGs,
Yes.
dragons are well renowned for their greed.
Very much so.
Yeah. Particularly in Dungeons and Dragons, dragons believe that all wealth is inherently theirs and simply has been stolen or appropriated from them. They collect and hoard for no other reason than to collect and hoard. There's no interest in commerce, there's no interest in trading, there's no interest in doing business usually with dragons. It is just an act of accumulation, of collecting. Greed, pure avarice, epitomised by Smaug, of course. So my question for you and for the chat is this. If you were a dragon, what would your hoard consist of?
Well, I have a dice hoard.
You're a dice dragon, aren't you?
No, I'm not though. That's the thing. I'm a stationary hoarder.
Oh, you are, yes.
I am a stationary dragon.
Oh, that's a nice thing to hoard as well.
I have to have a clear out every 6 months. I have that much stuff.
I'm so glad of that, darling, because I always inherit it, don't I?
Don't you? Or the school inherit it.
I will
or
never
work.
ever run out of note cards, note paper, pretty scrapbooking accessories, because I have a supplier.
Yep.
Right,
yeah, no,
stationary
hoard. Stationary dragon, that would be me.
Leo says theirs is apparently candles. I would definitely agree with that. Heggers, probably board games.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Kiltia, gemstones. I love collecting different examples of gemstones, orbs, towers, etc.
Oh,
love it.
I bet that collection is so pretty.
Yes.
Shiny things.
We really ought to show the magnificent crystal dragon tonight.
Have we got it?
It is upstairs.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Roxy, would you mind?
I should have brought mine.
And a crystal talisman, which will be in the studio.
I should have brought mine.
That's a nice thing to show people.
Yeah.
Arawara, Final Fantasy VII Kai Arts figures.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I have a Sephiroth, a Cloud, and a Vincent. I think I have a Tifa and an Eris.
And they just keep getting better.
They do.
Year on year. I feel like I finish and then I don't want to buy any more, and then they bring out something that's so beautiful.
I want, and this is a pipe dream.
Simple woman.
This is a pipe dream. I want the Advent Children, Cloud, and Sephiroth.
Oh yes, I know exactly the one you need.
Unfortunately, you can't get that
What's
one
the
anymore.
Brand? What's the brand? What's the maker? It begins with a K. Somebody will know in chat.
Kai. No, it's not Kai Arts. It's
no,
somebody else.
I can't remember. It's not Kai Arts, but it's the other sculpture. Magical Hannah, looking at my bed, plushies. Rosa says blankets.
Nice.
I'm sensing a coziness there.
Ooh,
a certain coziness.
Plushies, blankets. Oh look, there we go.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I'll show that in just a moment.
Yes.
Do you know what mine is?
Well, seeing this week the amount of books you've had come into the office, I'm going to say art books.
That is definitely one of them. Yeah, I have a problem. But do you know something?
But they're useful though.
I went through my collection and I tried actually to value it, because I usually buy these things when they come out, and I was astonished to find how rare some of those books had become and how valuable they'd become.
Well, that's good.
Not that I would ever sell them, but it was really a nice thing to learn. AJ's coins.
She's in it like this.
Crumpet says, fun fact, Final Fantasy VII has the most amount of unique dragon units. I can imagine that. There is a dragon theme, isn't there?
Yeah, because I don't remember seeing like a Neo Bahamut or a Bahamut Zero or a Bahamut Sin in any other Final Fantasies. I can't say.
Distinct lack of space dragons.
Yeah.
Dr. Bray says skulls, but only for scientific purposes. Yeah, Church of Evil. Get back down in your basement. Brown polar bears, wax melts.
Ah.
Nice, yeah. Anything combustible, really. And Fiery Ali says, I have been hoarding a lot of D&D modules and various supplement PDFs. Do have a look at the website. We've written our own, and they're really, really great.
I can relate to that one as well. I've got an external hard drive.
Do you want to show the crystal
shall
dragon
do.
to these folks?
Oh, let me.
Yep.
So, how stunning.
Painted by the fantastic artist Gazimov himself. Yeah. So, if you cast your minds back to the Crystal Talismans project, this is the magnificent Crystal Dragon, and he is designed to fit your talisman. So if you didn't know this, and many people don't know this, there is a specifically designed ridge of crystals that fits a talisman perfectly. Yeah, it's just there, darling. Yeah.
He says.
Yeah. So you see how he seems to hold and hoard that, almost shield-like.
There we go.
Now, if you did back the project, and you are in possession of a crystal talisman, by all means, go onto our website. You can download this STL if you have a 3D printer of your own, or you can order a 3D miniature and it will come directly to you, beautifully printed in professional resin, and you can store your crystal talisman there.
I have this dragon.
Yes, you do.
Lucy was kind enough to print this for me.
Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah.
I can vouch for it. It's very, very pretty.
It's a really nice way to display some of your accessories. Right. Now, on to the next thing, darling.
Mm-hmm.
I told you it was going to be a packed stream.
Mm-hmm.
So, now, you may know that I've been working on spell circles for some time.
Yes.
So, initially the idea was, in the Kickstarter, people were going to get 10 or so spell circles as an add-on that they would be able to drag onto their maps to just change the character of their maps. Well, I had a really long think about actually what I wanted to create, and you know my philosophy is all about sort of enabling narrative,
Yes.
and creating some cinematic effects.
Yes.
Maybe for folks who aren't naturally super adept at art, so they can easily have a resource that will enhance their games. So I thought long and hard about this, and what I've created is what I am dubbing the Magnificent Spell Circle Engine.
Rolls off the tongue.
It doesn't. I'm really angry with whoever came up with that one.
Wasn't that you?
Yes, darling. Now, the idea behind this, guys, is that you will be able to have this spell circle package completely for free if you back the Kickstarter, or for a small fee on GameTea if you didn't. Now, Roxy, would you mind showing folks how this is intended to work? Ah, yes. Excellent.
that's
and thank
stunning.
you very much, Leo, for the link. So the idea is here that you will have about 30 variations of spell circles. Layer them. When you layer them, you create something that is distinctly your own. You can go for the full fire effects, you can go for the alchemy, you can go for the blood magic, the druidry. Whatever you're playing.
Possibilities are endless.
Correct. So instead of just getting 10 circles, you'll get 30 components, and they can be layered together for absolutely stunning effects. Yes, we've got Bloodwood up now. So
See,
just an example of what can be
so
achieved with
nice.
a few different spell circles.
Do you know what that reminds me of?
Go
Full
on.
Metal Alchemist.
Oh, yes, darling.
That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah, cyber magic. Look at that one.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that one is almost like a firework display, almost like a magical scorching, magical damage, effusive elemental
fire.
magic. Yeah, and here's a great example of how you can create a spell circle. So you would start with a base,
Yep.
and then you add in the special effects to create something different every time. So this could be, in an alchemist workshop, or it could be a magical explosion in the process of happening, or an area of effect spell. So just using 3 different components, you get a completely different circle every time. The possibilities are almost endless, because you don't need to just use 3. You can use 4, you can use 6, you can use 7.
Use as many as you want.
You can create your own magical landscape with magnificent spell circles, and that's why they're magnificent.
They are. They're very beautiful. I had a bit of a sneaky preview before we came on.
Thank
and they were
you.
absolutely stunning.
Arawara, love me a transmutation circle. Yeah, definitely.
Got the anime fans in today.
Yes, I think we have. And Grumbit says, having spell circles clashing into each other and laying into complex multi-layer circles is entirely seen in a lot of games and magical-based stories. Yes, absolutely. So you can look at magical circles online if you need. an inspiration of combos or colours. Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's the one thing we're doing D&D around a table, is you can't have those visuals. Well, you can, but you've got to take the character off, put the spell slot down, spell cut thing down, put your character back down.
Yeah. You could essentially, what you could do is design your own spell circle and then have it printed out.
Yeah.
Maybe you could make one that is specifically for your character.
Yes.
So if your character uses a lot of blood magic or a lot of fire magic, combine the blood magic with the fire magic, add in a candle circle, make something that's completely your own, and then print it out, make sure it's, compatible with your inch grid or whatever you're using, and then you've got completely customised spell circle specifically for your character. And DMs are going to just absolutely love this. They're going to go completely wild. I know they are. So you don't need a lot of artistic experience. Just go in and add them to your maps. If you own our maps already, they are perfectly compatible. And they're really compatible with any maps as well, because they are transparent PNGs. So whatever maps you've got, use them. Enjoy them. They will be coming very, very shortly.
So excited.
Crumpet says, you are tempting me to draw up some magic circles and send them in this week.
Do them. Do it.
And in fact, talking of fan art and custom art and friend art, we do have an absolutely wonderful example to show you this week, don't we? Roxy, can you show us?
How beautiful is that?
Is.
Stunning.
Oh, well done. So this is by our wonderful Dr. Breos, aka Max, and this is, of course, the indefatigable, inscrutable, in your ocean, Tadpole.
He's beautiful.
Star of Once Bitten, Twice Shy, which is one of our PDF adventure modules. I love beautiful. How gooey and gelatinous he looks here.
He looks slimy.
Absolutely,
I love it.
Done. Well done, Max.
Any creature in that colour is my favourite creature. It's beautiful.
He does look sticky, doesn't he? Yeah. And if you have tried that module, if you do own it, please let us know what you think. Tadpole is in it because he forms a bond with one half of our star-crossed captains. So Captain Thalia receives Tadpole as a little tiny creature in a jar from his thwarted once love, Bella O'Fon. He in turn builds her a tiny little dragon contraption of mahogany and brass. And as they age and sadly are divided,
drift apart,
forces beyond their control, the dragons that they have received from each other remain with them and form some very interesting allies and potential battles in the story of Once Bitten,
I can't wait
Twice
to play this
Shy.
one.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I think I might run this one for us actually one of the days.
Yes.
We can see it on the website actually as well. If we go to the digital section, which by the way, if you haven't looked at the digital section recently, please do.
They've got
We
loads
have
on
updated
there.
it.
Absolutely loads on there.
Yes.
Where would you like to go?
It's in adventures and modules, or modules and adventures. There we go. So it is first in the list, and cover, of course, shows Captain Thalia and Skipper Bella O'Fon. It's a huge adventure. It contains 19 maps, which is absolutely everything that you need to run it. Multi-pages of different story routes, different story avenues, narrative opportunities, and it's even compatible with the next module along, which is Falsity Island. If you have never run a desert adventure for your players, or you would like to do so, I strongly recommend it. It's very, very nice. It's easy to run, and it's a great place to start. It's a great starting module, actually.
All the modules are beautiful.
Yes.
They really are.
Right, so we've got some actual physical products to show people as well,
What am
haven't
I
we?
showing first, dear?
The Dragon Hoard dice chest,
now this.
I think.
I don't think it'll fit under the
And
camera.
Leo, thank you very much for the link.
I don't think this will fit under the camera, to be honest.
I'll just hold it up. Yeah. That's a big chest.
It's
Does
huge.
this remind you of The Witcher? It reminds me of The Witcher. So this is the biggest.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, this is the biggest dice chest that we actually offer. It's our Dragon Hoard dice chest, and capacity runs to hundreds and hundreds of dice. So if you do have a collection that's going, that is graduating from Goblin to Dragon,
That my 120 set.
yeah,
Dice.
that's a good one to consider. It also makes a really, really nice gift. It's the robust Shishan wood.
The brass on here as well.
Yeah, I love it. It's quite nautical as
Beautiful.
well, isn't it?
Sturdy. Very sturdy.
Yes.
So
That is, of course, on our website. If you haven't looked at the website, please navigate down there to the link and have a look at your leisure. Right, what have we got next?
Oh, because we've just talked about a dice chest. I love these. Unfortunately, I do not own these yet.
Ice worm.
These are the ice worm. So pretty.
Yeah.
Look at that. Such a beautiful dice set.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing Storm King's Thunder or anything like that, it's a perfect palette as well, isn't it? Absolutely lovely. Or indeed, if you've got Dragonborn, with Blue Dragon Heritage, anything like that.
Look at that.
They're very tempestuous, and they have a glitter to them. It's very ice-like, which is why they're called Ice Worm. Crumpet says, how much is the case if it's public sale? It's $44.99 on the website, darling.
There's that one.
Yeah, lovely.
For the dice and the case. Not just the case.
Oh, the case. Sorry, I thought you meant the chest. The case is included with the dice sets. Oh. Polar Bear says, may have to get some for my new Icewind Dale campaign.
Oh.
It's always nice when you're embarking on a new campaign, actually, to mark it with a new dice set, I think. Or indeed when you complete a campaign. Should we have a look at the tin sign?
Yes. You're not holding this one this week.
Again, we've got a bit of plastic on this.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah.
Oh my god, you're blinding them, darling.
I can't. There we go. There we go.
There we
We're there.
go.
Maybe that.
Yeah, of course, based on the famous Tournée de Chat Noir, but we have Tournée de Dragon Noir. Great kitchen accessory.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely funny. It really catches eyes because initially they don't see the dragon, they see the cat.
Yeah.
And it isn't until they look closer.
And they're like, oh no, that's not a cat. No. This
Yeah.
is good. I like this one.
Yeah, yeah. And I think last of all, we've got the lovely collector's edition of The Hobbit.
Now this is a beautiful colour.
Oh yes, and the Corn of Alchemy as well. How could I forget that?
How stunning is that cover?
Open it up.
It feels lovely as well.
I've got them, yeah.
Look at that. I love books that have got illustrations on that inside cover instead of just going straight to a printed page with words on.
Yeah, of course.
And there we go.
Those are Tolkien's original illustrations. We owe him a lot as fantasy fans.
We do.
So much comes from Tolkien and his efforts to establish a mythology of the British Isles almost in his work. So much that we take as tropes and are givens in, today's fantasy comes directly from Tolkien. So he's always a worthwhile read, actually.
And the Wilderland map at the back.
Absolutely lovely mountains there. What a talented guy.
Yeah, beautiful. Cover's just nice. It just feels
A true gift to
robust.
humanity. Yeah, that's the collector's edition of The Hobbit. Again, all of these products are available on the website.
And then
So, oh gosh, is that the time already?
wow.
Can
Time flies.
Yes, absolutely it does. Let's have a look at what is next then.
It's because we've only got the one puzzle, I think.
Yeah. So, in narrative terms then, a dragon often represents more than the sum of its parts, if you
Yes.
like. Oftentimes it can represent fears or an obstacle to to be overcome. In fact, it's kind of a byword in our culture, isn't it, for overcoming certain tasks, certain fears.
Chaos.
Struggles. Yes, taming the chaos.
Yeah.
Or at least pinning it down. That iconic symbol of St. George with his
That's why we have St. George's Day, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The day he supposedly slayed a dragon.
Yeah. I believe it, don't you? I believe in dragons.
I believe in dragons.
Yeah, I believe in a lot of things. So what I would like to ask chat, and you as well, Hayley, is, if dragons are the symbol of our fears and things to be overcome, can you think of any examples where you've overcome a personal dragon, where you've slain a personal dragon, where you've overcome a little fear or had a little victory? Because I think at the moment, particularly these times that we live in, it's very, very important to celebrate our small victories. So
yes,
big or small, chat, if you have done something recently that is tantamount to conquering the dragon, I want to hear about it in chat. Jolkin, Rolkin, Rolkin.
Tolkien. He's going to say every time we mention it. Controversial subjects. Mental health. That is a big dragon for me.
Yeah.
I think it can be for everybody at some point in their lives.
Yes.
But it's just one of those. People don't talk about it. People need to talk about it more.
Yeah, and start really celebrating the act of overcoming.
Yeah, exactly.
And these victories, they do not need to be large in any sense of the word. It can be something as simple as making time for yourself to do a few acts of self-care every single day.
Exactly.
It's
just
important.
Speak to people and open up.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10 you'll find someone's been going through the same thing. And they'll
That's
be like,
very true.
oh, I've been through that.
Yeah.
So mental health's a big dragon for me.
Yeah.
So that's one of the major things. What about for
well
you?
Well done you.
What about
I know
for
it's
you?
a bit of an ongoing battle, but yeah.
You never ever get over mental health issues. They're always there, and there's always things in place.
It's so important after what we've been through, our collective trauma, to actually be emboldened to speak.
Yes, exactly. So I urge anybody, I know this is going off tangent, I urge anybody, if you're feeling low, feeling down, speak to people, talk to people.
Yeah.
Because you'll find 9 times out of 10 they're going through the same thing. A problem shared is a problem halved.
That is
I think that's the saying, isn't it?
truest saying,
Yeah.
honestly. Crumpet says, raiding. It might not seem much, but I play in Savage tier competitive raiding, and I used to take just whatever was thrown at me, specifically the bad, and now I'm using my skill sets, helping others, and helping others improve in raiding as well. Well
That's
done.
fantastic news. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
Slaying and slaying.
Yeah, totally.
Kiltia says, I have to agree with Hayley. I like to think that my mental health dragon is something that I can learn to understand and live with, and it's something that I've been working on. Yeah.
It's a massive
Crumpet
thing.
says mental health is still health. Health never ends. It's always changing.
Exactly.
Very wise. Olivia, hi. Welcome to the stream. I think for me, it would be, and this is quite a large one really, but it would be the day that I gained my master's degree.
Okay.
Because as an artist, one of the things that we struggle most with is self-validation.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Particularly if you always struggle as an artist with self-validation. It never really goes away. But that whole time at university was just an exceptionally hard time in my life. I found myself houseless in year 2. That was a big struggle. It was gruelling work, but it was joyful work at the same time because I absolutely love what I do.
It's like a double-edged sword, isn't it?
Yeah, and eventually I gained a first with distinction. I was the only one in my class actually that did. But it
just shows that you worked hard despite all of those problems.
I worked hard and I worked happily, darling.
Yeah.
I really, truly did. And, I know it's only a piece of paper, and really, there are many, many artists in the world who are far, far superior to me, and they don't have a qualification, and that's perfectly valid as well. But what that did for me was it underscored the fact that I could call myself an artist at that point, because I was qualified and certificated.
Yeah.
I passed my Motability test as an artist. It was thoroughly roadworthy. And that's when I got my artistic licence, of course.
No, and when you received that, everyone was very, very pleased for you and proud of you and everything.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
no,
It's not real, darling. There's no artistic license.
damn it. Hey,
It's like
art's art.
Yeah.
Art is
Okay.
art, no matter what you make
Maybe
of
it
it.
is real.
Well,
Do they accept it as a form of ID down the shop, though?
No, sadly, no. That bottle of wine is just not going to cut it.
Leo,
Actually.
I found that writing has been helping with my mental health. Yeah. I struggle speaking to people, but writing and posting on the internet has really helped me get past the worst. Well done. And Kiltia says, that's such an awesome feat, AJ. Thank you very much. You really did go on a quest with your masters, and what an amazing grade to achieve. Thank you.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Your art is absolutely amazing, and I'm a huge fan. It's
Aw.
many years ago now, of course, but I'm still very, very proud of that.
But you
achievement.
learn something new every day, don't you?
Yeah,
You said
absolutely.
this to me. You're learning how to do different things and stuff. So
Oh, it's... Well, the software changes and everything changes so
Yeah.
quickly. And now we're moving from, traditional methods to neural filters, which is a whole
my
other
field.
level. And the pace of production just seems to be getting faster and faster and faster and faster.
everyone wants everything now.
That's true.
It's like with photography as well. Constantly learning with new techniques, new editing ways, new software, new products.
It never
It's just-
stops.
no,
it's,
it doesn't.
It's a wonderful life journey to be on, though.
Although
and,
I would like
I
to
like
shoot
it.
film and
Yeah,
develop
oh,
film,
yeah.
I would love to.
yes.
Unfortunately, I don't have the space to do that. Sadly.
Perhaps something to work on in the future.
Maybe. I've got to get back into it first.
Roxy, what about you? What's your personal dragon that you've slayed recently?
I don't think I really slayed any dragons recently.
Getting back into sport, probably, after your injury. That was,
health wise.
yeah.
Having a time out from health issues of not being able to do as much as I could, and getting back into it. So yeah, that's probably a big one for me.
Yeah, fantastic. Well done.
Yeah. Seems to be a common theme with everybody at the moment.
Yeah, it does. We're all making progress, which is really, really fantastic. Magical Hannah says, when I got my current job making video games, I felt I tamed a dragon. The dragon of imposter syndrome, for sure. Yeah, it's a problem that many, many creatives face, actually. And, yeah, all I can say is that you are perfectly, perfectly valid. And
Yeah.
really, we are our own worst enemies in this regard,
Yes.
aren't we?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Especially if you've created someone will be like, no, well, I've done that first. That kind of sense of things.
And, I mean, I am actually a doppelganger, so I suffer from it. I'm actually just wearing AJ's skin tonight. She's back at home.
Oh, dear.
So, as an actual physical doppelganger, yeah, I struggle. I came out of a mirror.
Oh, no. That doesn't bode well.
Oh, killed you. Thank you for the sub.
That emote is so cool.
Yeah, I love that one. Right, okay, we're approaching the end of the stream then, guys. There was one little question that I had for folks as well, and that is, if you had a video gaming or board gaming cafe, what would it be called? Because
We're back to the cafe subject, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
I
Well,
can't
we
escape
mentioned it
coffee.
last week, didn't
I can't
we?
escape coffee.
Leo, I think the biggest dragon I've overcome was last year when I found out who I am, identity-wise. Yeah, great. Just getting on the life path that you want to be on. Sometimes it is, again, it's all down to validation.
Yeah.
And completely well done on that little victory as well. We've got to celebrate these little victories. Yeah, so brick and mortar, cafe,
Oh, no.
board gaming cafe.
Oh, God. I don't know.
I'd call mine the Warlock's End.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, it sounds a little bit sinister, doesn't it?
It does. Back to that map that you
Like,
made, yeah?
almost
Down the
like-
bottom.
Yes, if
Basement.
you were down the bottom. If you were a warlock, that could be your sort of final place, your
Yeah.
final punishment, or perhaps your final boon from your.
Maybe. Well, I pay,
God.
in your campaign I play a fighter, and then in the other campaign I play, I am a ranger. So it's either got to be something related to those. So you do a candle called Ranger's Retreat. I do mine as Ranger's Retreat.
That's a good one, yes.
And then my fighter one, I don't know. Clara's Emporium. of all things.
She uses a whip, darling, so I don't know what that would consist of, really.
She doesn't just use a whip, dear. You know this all too well.
Guilty. I think my cafe would be called Tea and Bites for a gaming cafe. Brilliant. Or Books and Brews if it was a more TTRPG
Oh, I like
space.
that. Books and Brews, yeah.
Reserve
Sounds
me a
well
seat,
nice.
darling. Reserve me a seat.
Make that two.
Leo says, I don't know about names, but I'd have either tea or coffee called Health Potion. Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Hecka says, I'm not sure, but I'd need it to be a pun. Yeah.
Yes, the king of puns in our campaigns.
Yes, he is. Have you ever heard of a knucker hole?
I beg your pardon. Am I having the same thought of what that could mean, possibly?
Stop. A knucker hole is a hole that a knucker lives in.
And what's
And
a
a
knucker?
knucker is a type of dragon.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, there's in the British Bestiary.
There is.
There is.
I've illustrated the knucker of Lyminster.
Yes, you have.
And the knucker of Lyminster was a hideous, hideous beast. And he lived in a spring, a fish-headed, wyvern-like serpentine dragon that was, of course, inevitably eating the livestock. And
Well, the wyvern's got to eat.
that is true. But that brings me to how he was killed.
Oh, no.
In fact, a small boy named Jack. Why does history always give us the name Jack?
It's like that playlist again. The old NPC is called.
Yeah. Jack baked a massive pie for the knucker of Lyminster, and he filled it with poison and took his horse and cart with pie down to the knucker hole. The knucker came out, devoured the pie, the cart and the horse,
Oh, the poor horse.
and then died of the poison.
Yeah.
And in Lyminster Church, you can still see Jack's tombstone. It's from medieval times.
Oh, right.
And it looks like a sword, almost, with a herringbone pattern. And they say that after Jack died, the knucker, which presumably had lived somehow, came up once more and clawed its way through the tomb, trying to get to the body, which is why it has these herringbone patterns. Or, because nobody's quite sure, it could be the rib cage of the dragon represented there.
Yeah.
So,
Possibly.
yes.
There's several theories.
Yes, so you can actually go to Lyminster and you can see what is called the Slayer's Slab.
Field trip.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah. GameTea day out.
Apparently you can't go near the hole though anymore.
Oh, damn it.
It's got barbed wire around
Oh,
it.
no.
So we'll give the hole a miss, but we'll go see the Slayer's Slab.
Yes,
on the days.
totally.
Right. Okay. Right, we're approaching the end now, guys. So if you have any questions for us, if you have any Q&As that you want to send in at the last moment, please keep them coming. Yeah, keep them coming in. If you haven't checked out that website this week, please do so. If you do want to support us, you can do so by subscribing or even via a donation. We would greatly appreciate it, that's for sure.
Just sharing the Twitch stream as well, the page.
Oh,
would be
yes,
lovely.
please. Yeah, keep on sharing. Helps us keep the lights on, doesn't it?
Oh, totally.
I never said what my hoard was.
Yeah, no, go on. What's your-
Cabbageware.
Oh, yes. Yes, your cabbageware.
I have an addiction
You do.
to Portuguese ceramics.
They are quite cute, though.
Yes, thank you.
They are quite
I
cute.
went mad at Lucy when she bought some pink ones. It's my thing. And now that's the mark of a true dragon.
What have we got on there? What are they saying? In regards to the mental health stuff, guys,
Yeah.
inboxes are always open.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That goes to anybody. I think I'm on there somewhere streaming wise, but inbox is always open.
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
anybody.
You know, we don't do business about it's actually not about hoarding the wealth. That's not how we do business. We do try and look after our customers and friends.
Exactly.
And provide a moment of escapism for them. That's our philosophy.
Yes.
Leo says experience point. It's a weak name. No, that's a brilliant name.
That's brilliant. That is.
Marnabar says
Marnabar.
Kelsey,
That's brilliant. I like that one.
Bites and Pieces.
I can see candles being named after these guys.
This is good.
I like the experience point one.
That's really, really excellent. Yeah, they're funny. Right, we are approaching 8 o'clock, so I think that is a good time to possibly call it a day. I don't know if we've got anything else to show this week.
We've got the coin.
Oh yeah, we'll finish on the coin.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful thing to finish on. Okay, one more product then, and then we're off. Yeah, the coin of alchemy. The dragon biting its own tail, of course, is the symbol of immortality. And that is very much what the alchemists sought. They sought to create the elixir of life.
Philosopher's Stone.
Yes, actually.
Anime fans out there, Full Metal Alchemist.
I've seen the real alchemist labs of Roderick II.
Oh, really?
In Prague. Oh, yes, because he faithfully believed this.
Yes.
Faithfully believed it. And in fact, they still sell the elixir. The monks do. The monks of Prague, they have devised their own elixir that comes straight down from the same recipe that Roderick II imbibed. But do you know something?
What's that?
He lived to the age of 52.
Oh.
Which is a grand old age, considering he was absolutely riddled with venereal diseases.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
in fact, perhaps the alchemists of Prague were onto something.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't like what they had, though.
You don't fancy it personally?
No, thank you. No. When my time comes, my time comes.
Yeah, okay. We are going to let you all go then. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight. And we will see you same tea place, same tea time next week. Have a good week and take care of yourselves all. Okay, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye, everybody.